coached a couple All-Americans. You've had a lot of good rooms. Have you ever had a room like this where you're, like you said, you bring everybody back from last year?
Well, it's always nutrition in a lot of rooms. I mean, you can't please everybody. There's only so many guys go on the field, but just having this experience of having all these guys back is going to be new. I think a lot of guys are eager to develop and a lot of guys are eager to play, but to be able to keep them all is obviously the way they've been treated. They feel good about the way I've been able to pour into their life and not jump ship. So it's a blessing to have them all back, and then I'm excited to see the competition in the room because everybody get a clean slate. We got a new defense going in. So I'm just excited to watch all those guys compete for starting jobs.
Q was talking about how the last 2 months have just been nonstop recruiting. What has that been like for you as an assistant, with a new staff and then trying to, hold the class together and assess all these other needs that you guys needed?
It's been some sleepless nights. I mean, we've been on the road. We've been in a lot of schools. We've been all over, and we just been getting out. I mean, for me, being retained from the last staff is kind of, having the hands in all the recruits and being able to recruit the families. It's been a lot more, I should say, a lot more time with me just in terms of talking to those guys. But it's been good. I mean, it's been good. This is what you signed up to do. This is what you love. You get a chance to meet new people. You get a chance to talk about Auburn, what you truly love. So it's not been a job. It's been fun. And we're excited about the results. Now we got to go put it on the field and go play.
You guys obviously had a pretty steep hill to climb, when things changed at the end of October there in terms of recruiting.
Yeah.
Were you surprised at all by just how far and how much progress you guys were able to make the last 2 months?
Well, not really. I'm not really surprised because I saw the first day Coach Freeze got the job, he hit the ground recruiting. I mean, the time he was able to go through his meeting and make phone calls to recruits, you saw he was going to be relentless in that area, making sure that we get Auburn back to the top and just seeing his work ethic. And my biggest thing, I don't want to be outworked, so I was going to try to outwork him in terms of recruits. So that's just a competitive part in it. But I'm not surprised by any means about what we've been able to do, and really excited about what the future holds in terms of once we get a full calendar year to go recruit as this staff, things are going to be really exciting to see.
I know you guys still getting around to figuring stuff out for spring. You guys have been focusing on recruiting, but do you know how you and Crime are going to split up the duties yet in terms of handling stuff in the secondary?
Yeah, I mean, Crime and I both have experience. He got a lot of experience in this conference and been here. This is his third time at Auburn, but he's been at a lot of different stops. But in terms of splitting it up, I mean, we're going to do the thing. We're going to do the secondary together. I'll be responsible for the safeties, and then Nichols, he'll be outside the corner. But we're going to do it all together because the biggest thing is communication, making sure we're all on the same page and we're speaking the same language. So having all the guys in the room on certain things so we don't have any communication issues to give up explosive play. So we both have sat down, we talked about it, and we feed off each other well. I mean, we've been in meetings all day, and we're already speaking the same language just because of the experience that we have. And me being able to learn from him, and he being able to hear the things that we have done last year. So it's been good to work with him, and I'm excited to grow every day with him as a former coordinator, a guy that has been in the NFL and coached a lot of ball. So, I'm here soaking it all up, but eager to go work with him every day.
You talked about DJ a little bit. He was a guy who seemed like he improved over the course of the seasons. At the end of the year, he's one of the best cover guys in the country. Just what was it about his skill set last year that made him so successful? How impressive was it that he comes in, he's first year with the program, and he makes such a big step?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing is anytime you're going from one place to another, it's about getting adjusted. I mean, DJ hasn't played in this conference. He is a smart individual who understands his skill set. He's a smart football player who has an IQ level that's through the roof. So it was him just getting his feel of the game and what to expect for the receivers in this conference. And then obviously a new coaching style. But me, I was just challenging every single day just to get better and push himself and not get complacent. And he had the skill set to start early in the season, but it was some things that I was looking for that I wanted him to give me more, and he did that throughout the season, and it paid off.
Zach, there's so many challenges, of course, with this quick transition with the new coaching staff. But on the flip side, a lot of excitement. You mentioned clean slate earlier. What's the biggest excitement about this new identity that Auburn's going to see that gets you, motivated for the new season?
Well, I mean, anytime you get a chance to compete, you're always excited for it. I mean, the biggest thing, we're 0-0. Right now, we get a chance to go get with our guys and start installing and doing the things that we need. But just a joy right now. I think we gotta find our identity in what Coach Dom is doing in the weight program, and then we'll transition to spring football. But I'm just excited to see with the depth that we added to the defense, the depth that we added to the offense. It just to see guys compete. I mean, we get a chance to watch guys compete for their jobs, compete for opportunities to play, and how they create value for themselves. So you get to separate a lot of guys. The guys either rise or guys will fall, but that's the part of what we do. We love to compete, and I'm excited to see what these guys are going to do this spring to go compete for jobs.
Zach, you kind of said that he's kind of leaning on you and Cadillac to teach him some stuff about Auburn. Can you name anything specific, or what have you been informing him about Auburn and stuff about the school?
Well, just everything. I mean, just being involved. I mean, I think Auburn is built on family. It's built on the things that we love and the work hard work. So, I mean, really just been talking to him about things that we did in the past, the roster management, the guys that we have on the team, just recruiting footprints on what are the hot spots for Auburn. Just give him all the information he asked for. I mean, just being a sounding board that he can bounce ideas off of, or things that the players didn't like, they did like. What can we implement to make sure we do things better? So just been giving him that information and talking to him about those things to make sure that these guys buy into the culture fast. I mean, once they buy in, we feel like we can do some big things, and that's the biggest thing nowadays is getting all these guys to buy into a team and not be so individual. So it's been good just to be able to talk to him on planes and in the car and just going up and down the road, just talking about the Auburn family, the community, and everything that goes on with the program.